Globally God, first class. Gangsters of God, super fuego, spiritual heat, thrown on first class. Globally rapping the streets, first glory for the King of Kings, Jesus in heaven above. One love to Jehovah G.O.D. Gangsters of God, super fuego, spiritual heat, throw your hoods up. Globally rapping the streets, glory for the King of Kings, Jesus in heaven above. One love to Jehovah G.O.D.
Action.
What's up, everybody? What's going down? It's ELDonVP, and this is my story on how God saved me, for real.
All right, V, tell us where you were born.
All right, I was born on Valencia Mission, St. Lucas Hospital, San Francisco.
San Francisco, man. What neighborhood did you grow up in?
I'm from XIV-415, San Francisco, 24th Street, Mission, West Side Worldwide, California.
Good. Yeah. Tell us what it was like. Give us a peek into your world there in the Mission District, man. Relax and tell us a little bit about your life there.
All right. Stay tuned, first class.
If they put it out here, man, this district, man, you know what I mean? Put on big, man, filthy few, you know what I'm saying? Real shit, man.
Trying to make a thing happen, put it down, let's go.
For sure, man.
There you go. Man, trying to make some good things happen, I mean. That's real tough. Put it down for the mission. Let's go on the California West Coast. There's a lot of articles out there. There's a lot of other shit, all that. First class record. Let me go doing VP right here up in the Mission District. Sucker free city. Stay sucker free. You know what I mean? You want to be in there? I love it. We right here at the block, you know what I mean? 24th Dimension. Picking out here right on the block. Get a little something to eat. You know what I mean? So, you answer? Hey, zoom in on that.
Tell us what it was like. Give us a peek into your world there in the Mission District, man. Relax and tell us a little bit about your life there.
All right, that's a good one right there.
Paint an image for me.
Paint the picture. All right. Well, there's the good and the bad, and a lot of good memories, and also some difficulties, some dilemmas as well. So it's a little bit of both, pros and cons. But I wouldn't change anything, because all those things, God allowed me to become who I am now, and to move forward in my life, and not just be the best that I can be, but also inspire the people, help them as well.
Tell us some of the good things about growing up in the Mission District in San Francisco.
People are real, they're sincere, they're not foo-foo ta-ta trying to be all rich. They're real. When they love you, they love you. The loyalty is there. They have your back. There's unity, it's family. It's a lot of good things like that, you know. The neighborhood supports one another, looks out for each other, you know. It's all real. And I like that. I like that a lot.
That's good. So you learn.
Very proud of that.
Yeah. You learn unity in the community, that's for sure.
Yeah. Unity, loyalty, love, respect.
What about, you said there were some bad things. What were some rough things that made it hard to grow up there?
Well, you know, there's also, I mean, like everywhere you go, it's going to be good and the bad, you know. San Francisco is my city. It's a beautiful city, and there's a lot of good things, but you also got to be careful, because there's some bad things as well, you know. In my city, you have to be careful where you walk, where you go, what you say, what you do, because you can't just walk certain places. You have to be careful where you're going. It can get very dangerous very fast.
Sorry to interrupt you. What do you mean by that? It could be dangerous, like Tell us a story about something that happened. What do you mean?
Well, because there's everywhere you go, at every neighborhood, in every corner, there's a gang, and there's good and bad ones. You know, so you got to be careful.
So have you ever? Did you ever experience any of the bad, any violence, or did you witness any of it, or tell us about that?
Okay, that's a good one right there. Well, you know, from going to school, you know, just to get to school was like you're going on a mission, you know, whether you're getting on the bus, 14 Muni, everybody knows in San Francisco, the 14 Muni bus, or, you know, getting rides from, you know, homies and family to school. That was a mission itself, just to get safe to go to school. Because let's say you got on the bus, you know, when I had to ride the bus, it happened many times, a 14 Muni, I had to be careful, like the stops that I got off and where I got off on my way going to school, because it's so dangerous. You can't just walk and go anywhere in anybody's area or neighborhood. You know, you have to be careful, you know. So just to get to school was, you were on a mission, you know. And you had to pray, God, man, I hope I get to school safe today, you know. I just want to go to school, you know, and see my friends, my homies, go to class, you know. And for me, one of those escapes was history. I love history. History was my favorite class. It really took me on a journey, an escape. I learned about cultures, people, and places, which later on in my life made me want to go and travel. And it was escape of my neighborhoods and the bad things of other people and places to learn, you know.
Yeah. Can you tell us about? It sounds like it was dangerous. So, do you ever know any stories about anybody who was at the wrong place at the wrong time, or the right place at the wrong time, or?
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I'm saying that right, but where something just by virtue of the fact that you guys were in that neighborhood that was dangerous. That it.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's a lot of situations where it's just good people. They're just in the wrong place at the wrong time. That had nothing to do with a situation, and then all of a sudden you hear pa 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 pa. You know, you hear guns blasting. You know, everybody's strapped up, and you hear guns blasting. You know, somebody's getting shot or killed or robbed.
It had to be scary.
Yeah, or you know, they're picking up, you know, something or trees or rocks or whatever it is, and it goes bad. You know.
Did you ever lose anybody close to you?
Oh yeah, I lost a lot of people that were close to me, friends and family that are from my neighborhood, from where I'm from, San Francisco, that their life got cut short, like, you know.
By what, like
just
by,
like that?
By violence, or just by?
Yeah, by violence, just being at the wrong place at the wrong time, and their life got cut short, you know. Yeah, absolutely.
Did you ever think you were gonna get sucked into that, or that you were gonna lose your life early, or that you ever felt like you were scared?
Oh yeah. I mean, there was times where I mean, you would never know it. You would never know that from me. But yeah, we were very alert, on 10 toes, like, you know, with homies, you know, in certain situations or going places where, like, hey, you know, we gotta be on 10 toes. We gotta be alert, because you gotta be in my city. You got to be. And survival's a must, you know. And in my city, if you're 18, 20, and you're still alive, you've already accomplished something.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Well, it's so crazy. Yeah.
I'm glad you made it out, man. So.
Yeah. By the grace of God.
You know, we're here.
Show of God, Jesus.
Yeah. Speaking of God, that's why we're here.
That's right.
What is when did you get?
We right here at the block, you know what I mean? 24th dimension. Picking out here right on the block. Get a little something to eat. You know what I mean? So, relaxing. Zoom in on that. What's cracking right here, ELDonVP? We right here on the Mission District, 24 block Central Cycle, right here with some older homeboys. Put it down, San Fran, 24th Street. Frisco finest.
Go about the bag right there.
Put it down right here. All that outside, you know what I mean? Nothing but Frisco love. California's finest. Put it down. Oh boy. So quick, so fast. West Coast going once again. Much love to all the streets and everybody who wants to support me. Put me out there. One love.
The show star.
Show. One side of Raleigh. Next side of Vegan Turtle. Real talk.
Wait, hold on.
You know, and in my city, if you're 18, 20, and you're still alive, you've already accomplished something.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Well, it's so crazy. Yeah.
I'm glad you made it out, man. So.
Yeah. By the grace of God.
You know,
Shout
we're
out
here.
to God, Jesus.
Yeah. Speaking of God, that's why we're here.
That's right.
What is when did you get introduced to God? Who introduced you to God? Or tell us about your relationship with God.
Well, God has always been there, you know, and what I realize now is I was always been walking with God. And that's why I made it alive out of the bad, you know, situations in San Francisco, is because of God, by the grace of God. You know, shout out to God, Jesus, because I wouldn't be out here having this conversation without God.
So, from my understanding of just the kind of where I was going with that is, God really came into your life when He gave you a passion for music, and music is kind of what got you out of that scary place. Even though you loved there, but music is something that allowed you to make it. And so,
yeah,
is that true? That's what God did for you, to introduce you to music.
Yeah, my God-given gift is music, and God blessed me with that. And that was my meal ticket out the hood, you know, because once that started happening, I always loved music. And once I started, you know, I was that guy that was freestyling, rapping on the corner, and everybody started hearing me. They're like, hey, you're onto something here. You got something special. And all the homies, OGs and everything would spit a lot of game to me. And after a while, they saw, wow, you really got something here. And everybody used to say that I was the voice for the city, and that I needed to get up out of there and go share that with the world. And that they were the OGs who spit a lot of game to me and say, look, we're going to help you in every way we can to get you up out of here and go do what you got to do, you know. And you go out there and do your dreams and represent with this music, because when you make it for all of us, for the voiceless, to those that don't have a voice, you know. If we don't make it, you're going to make it. So we're going to do all we can for make sure that you make it. So, yeah.
But
that's real.
All that time, though, that's real. Yes, it is real, so I'm glad that happened. But all that time, did you recognize at the time that was God?
I would say, I knew that, I knew that only with God's help was going to happen. So, yeah, I knew only with God's approval, I was going to make it out of there. And then every time that something happened and I was still alive, I knew it was by the grace of God.
Yeah, you know, you got there. So,
that's right.
You know, the reason we're here is because
that's real.
Yeah, it is real. It is real. And it's, you know, everybody has a story, and this is a wonderful, it's a blessing. It's a great story.
Right.
But you know, ultimately, I believe that God had a purpose for all that, and God has a purpose for everything in our life, and so. You grew up in the Mission District, and God got you out of that danger with music. And so your mission went from living in the Mission District to on a mission for God, because He saved you.
I like that.
So tell us why we're here. Tell us what the next step is. How are you turning this around, and how are you honoring God now with the music that He blessed you to be a part of? And but you know, but I want to back up just for a minute, but tell us about when you accepted God as your Savior, what that did for you, and then how that accepting God as your Savior turned you into